When's the last time you lied? Do you lie sometimes because you don't want to hurt people's feelings, or because you did something stupid and you don't want your feelings to get hurt? I'm going to tell you a time when I stole, but it wasn't my fault. So I was 21 and I was in Greece, not speaking Greek, and I was with my best friend and my sister. And her aunt bought us these books, these beautiful Greek books in Greek, which is useless to a 21-year-old. Instagram didn't exist back then. We actually still read books, but I'm not reading a book about Greece. I don't need to have pictures. So the aunt, this kind of crazy woman who didn't know where we were going, who didn't know where she bought the books from, who was a little bit dazzled, she told me, go back, return the books, we're gonna go to the castle, and we'll see you in 2 hours. Because I'm brave and because nobody else wanted to do it, I was volunteered to go back. So she said, the first guy on the left of 20 vendors and 20 on this side, that guy is where I bought it from. So I had no worries because I would just go back and ask him to give me the English books. And that would work in North America. That would work in many, many countries because the customer is always right. But in Greece, the customer is a crazy woman. Let me tell you more. So I go up to him and I say in a nice English voice, I say, I'd like to exchange the books. My aunt bought these books here. My first lie, I think I said my aunt. He would not believe that a tall girl like this could have a Greek aunt. First problem. Then he said, no, she didn't buy them here. And I go, really? And I see the books exactly the same sitting on the shelf. So I think, okay, my aunt was wrong. My aunt, I just got a new family member. So I walk, it's like 45 degrees Celsius. It's summertime in Greece, smoking hot. I walk all along the vendors, all along, looking for the exact same book because obviously my aunt was wrong. After an hour, she wasn't wrong. It was that guy, but he won't give me the English books because he only has 2 there and he obviously doesn't want to give them to me. So what would every honest, sweating, hungry, needs to pee, tired, frustrated, honest German-Canadian girl do? I stole the English books. I looked around, I grabbed the books, and I put the other 2 Greek books back, but I was too scared to stay around, and I just grabbed them and I walked away. But I had heard that the secret to lying is to look like you're not lying. So all I did was casually walk a few meters away and look around and smile. And out of the corner of my eye, I see him look at me, look at my bag, look at his bookshelf, walk to his bookshelf, look exactly at where the English books were, and then look at me and run towards me screaming in Greek. He's like this tall, fat, curly-haired, screaming in Greek. And we usually say that the Greek people aren't yelling, they're just talking. But no, like really, this guy was actually yelling at me and he's screaming at me. He comes towards me. I almost peed my pants. Like I possibly did pee my pants. And I'm sweating, I almost dropped the bag. He comes up to me, he grabs the bag, and he's saying something in Greek, and he says, police. And then I pee a little bit more. He grabs the bag, he walks back to his thing, and he puts them on the shelf. So an hour later, my aunt, my best friend, and my sister come back. They're really happy, and they go, hey, how did it go? And I'm sitting there with nothing because he took not only the 2 English books, he also took the Greek book. So from 3 awesome tourist guidebooks, I ended up with 0 and an embarrassing story. So the moral of the story is be a better stealer. 1, don't lie. Don't volunteer to do difficult things when you don't speak the language. Yeah. And that's the last time I stole something.